The United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime estimates that up to $2 trillion are laundered globally every year. Behind the digital ledgers, this illicit financial flow relies on massive physical logistics to place and integrate cash into the legitimate economy. To intercept these funds, financial institutions have historically relied on static, rules-based engines. These systems evaluate transactions linearly, triggering alerts if a transfer crosses a predetermined threshold or matches a specific velocity pattern. Because these rules operate on rigid logic, they generate a high volume of noise. In practice, the false positive rate for traditional transaction monitoring frequently exceeds 95%. Linear thresholds are easily bypassed by multi-hop financial crimes. Criminals utilize layering and smurfing, structuring large sums into hundreds of microtransactions spread across different accounts and jurisdictions to ensure no single transfer triggers an alert. To execute these distributed schemes, adversaries manufacture synthetic identities, combining stolen data with fabricated credentials. They build plausible profiles, open diverse credit lines, and operate burner devices to orchestrate these networks. As these laundering networks scale using automated tools and AI generation, compliance teams attempt to catch them by adding more static rules. This compounds the error rate, creating an insurmountable alert queue that effectively blinds the institution to actual threats. In 2021, HSBC and Google Cloud deployed a system called Dynamic Risk Assessment to replace these static threshold checks with a machine learning architecture. This platform evaluates over 1 billion transactions across millions of accounts every month. It continuously updates its understanding of criminal behaviors without relying on fixed heuristic triggers. This visualization compares the legacy system with the HSBC machine learning model. The left chart shows the traditional alert queue, dominated by red false positives. On the right, total alert volume drops by 60%. Instead of evaluating the transaction in isolation, the feature store instantly calculates and appends rolling historical windows, such as average daily spend and transaction velocity over the last 10 minutes. This enriched data packet then splits into a dual engine. A heuristic rules layer instantly filters and blocks known, obvious abuse patterns. Simultaneously, the machine learning engine evaluates the nuanced, complex behaviors that evade rigid rules. To meet the millisecond latency constraint, the machine learning model operates as a stateless API. The models are kept warm in active memory, pulling from pre-computed features stored in a high-speed cache, so inference happens instantly. Yet, building a low-latency pipeline only solves the speed problem. If the machine learning engine evaluates this enriched data as a series of disconnected linear events, it will still fail to detect coordinated, multi-account fraud. Money laundering operates through webs of shell companies, mule accounts, and intermediaries. It is a multi-hop topological network. To detect these structures, financial institutions use graph neural networks, algorithms designed explicitly to model complex relationships and interactions between entities. This animation shows a flat feature matrix restructuring into a multi-layered graph. The accounts become vertices, and the transactions become edges. Through a process called message passing, the node embeddings pulse and aggregate data from their direct neighbors. By passing these messages across the graph, an account updates its own risk representation based entirely on the behavior and risk scores of the accounts it interacts with. Standard spectral graph neural networks effectively map these connections, but they struggle to track the explicit directional flow of money as it moves through the stages of placement, layering, and integration. To capture this sequential flow, engineers deploy spatial methods, specifically line graph-assisted multi-view graph neural networks, or Line-M-VGNN. The Line-M-VGNN architecture transforms the standard account-to-account network into a line graph. Here, the transactions themselves become the primary nodes to be evaluated, creating a distinct glowing pathway that maps the exact trajectory of the funds. Analyzing the explicit sequence of payments and receipts exposes hidden circular flows and distributed mule networks that both rules engines and standard graph networks miss. Isolating an illicit subgraph solves today's detection problem, but this static model will degrade rapidly as adversaries recognize the blocks and shift their laundering methodology. Financial threat vectors are not static. Adversaries constantly deploy new deepfake variations and novel synthetic identity rings, creating continuous concept drift in the transaction data. When data scientists naively retrain an existing model on these newly discovered fraud patterns, they trigger an operational failure known as catastrophic forgetting. The algorithm overwrites its established activation pathways to accommodate the new data. As a result, the model successfully learns to detect the new deepfake scam, but it completely erases its ability to flag the historical structuring tactics it previously caught. Continual graph learning solves this by balancing plasticity, the ability to learn new threats, with the stability to remember old ones. It achieves this through three specific engineering modules. First, the replay buffer maintains a memory bank of historical and synthetic exemplars. By continuously injecting these older patterns during retraining, it anchors the model's previous knowledge. Second, the regularization approach uses the Fisher information matrix to calculate the importance of existing network weights. It heavily penalizes any updates to weights that are critical for identifying older task patterns. Finally, architecture isolation allows engineers to freeze specific, highly accurate subnetworks. When a novel fraud topology appears, the system allocates an entirely new output head dedicated solely to the new threat. By implementing continual graph learning, a financial institution ensures its threat detection capability compounds over time, accumulating intelligence rather than resetting with every software update. Regulatory frameworks mandate that financial institutions provide clear audit trails for their compliance decisions. Black box machine learning outputs are legally indefensible. Flagged accounts require explicit, auditable justifications. To meet this requirement, engineers apply explainable AI layers over the graph neural network outputs. These algorithms parse the complex node weights and edge connections to generate transparent, human-readable rationales for every risk score. This intelligence feeds into a human-in-the-loop workflow. Centralized investigator dashboards display the exact behavioral links, transaction velocities, and network anomalies that triggered the alert. When an investigator reviews the evidence and issues a final verdict, that decision forms a vital feedback loop. The outcome routes directly back into the feature store and continual learning modules, refining the edge weights for future transaction scoring. High-efficacy anti-money laundering relies on this integration. It requires dynamic, human-augmented intelligence working in tandem with the algorithmic stack. The integration of these layers creates a defensive topology that maps, predicts, and isolates coordinated global attacks in real time, surfacing hidden linkages. Reaching the performance benchmarks set by institutions like HSBC requires three mandatory engineering pillars: streaming feature stores for millisecond enrichment, graph neural networks for topological mapping, and continual learning to prevent forgetting. This architecture provides a strategic advantage by inverting the more data, more noise trap. It ensures that as data volume grows, the additional connections actually improve the system's predictive accuracy instead of overwhelming the compliance team. To survive the accelerating era of AI-generated synthetic fraud, institutions must stop monitoring isolated linear transactions and instead prosecute the topology of the network itself.